Camille, I want us to talk really quick about the double impact. When I first hired you, I knew that I needed help. I was drowning. I was working the 60, 80-hour weeks. And over time, I started getting my time back. It was changing my life, and my business was growing. It was crazy. But I had no idea how much of an impact it could have on the virtual assistant, how it really couldn't just change my life, but as my life was changing, your life was changing at the same time, and it really creates this double impact. Can you kind of share a little bit of your story and how, you became a VA and it really did change your life?
When I started working as a virtual assistant, I really didn't expect that this kind of work really exists, that this kind of work will allow me to have my work-life balance. I was a supervisor before for 5 years in a manufacturing company. And yeah, I've been working 12 hours a day, 6 to 7 days a week, maybe. And during those days when I'm still single, I really didn't, it really didn't matter at all. Because, yeah, I don't have anything to do, just to work. But when I started to be a mom, it's not something that I would like to do. I would like to have a lot of time with my daughter because she is the reason why I decided to quit my previous job and decided to work from home. I was looking for online jobs before, and I learned about virtual assistant jobs. And I will say that working with Miss Maribeth was really a good decision in my line of work. Now, I can have my time, I can have a lot of time with my family, especially with my daughter Celine. Before, I was really mad about myself because she doesn't really like me at all. And now, we were able to spend a lot of time together and be with each other, and she loves me even more compared to before. But being a virtual assistant is not something for everyone. This is a risk because this is a different kind of world, but it takes a lot of dedication and hard work.
I remember so clearly the first time I started realizing that the job made a difference for you. And I think the thing that was so impactful was hearing that before, I don't know how this came up one day, but it did. And I learned that before you started working for me, after you had Celine, you were still a supervisor in manufacturing, and you were living 2 hours each direction away from her. You were working those 12-hour days, 6 to 7 days a week, and you maybe saw her 1 day a week. And the part where I remember just starting to cry was when you told me how she would cry for her aunt who was taking care of her when you were with her instead of for you. And it broke my heart because I was like, oh my gosh, like this is a real thing in the Philippines. People don't get to spend time with their children that they love dearly. And then realizing that, wow, my little travel agency is completely changing your life, and most importantly, Celine's life. She's growing up with you, being with her every single day now. And you get to take her to school. You get to pick her up from school. She falls asleep sitting on your lap while you're working at times. And just recognizing that we have this incredible opportunity to impact someone on the complete opposite side of the world, both of us, because you changed my life too. And it's just this really beautiful thing about the double impact is we really can have this business, this travel business, make such a difference for someone else.
I remember before Miss Maribeth shared the impact of my work in her life. Before, I really didn't realize that what I am doing is really making an impact to her. What I was just thinking before is I'm just doing it. I love what I'm doing. But there are times where I am asking myself, am I really helping her? Am I really doing my job? And when I read that post, I really cried because I just didn't realize before that maybe I am thinking that I'm just doing my job because I love it. But I really didn't realize before how impactful it is for Miss Maribeth. And I realized that I need to do my best every day, because what I am doing is something that can help her. And also, I'm so sorry.
You're good. I've cried a lot.
I'm so sorry, because when I'm looking back, yeah, my job before was really giving me a hefty paycheck, but I cannot, I cannot give up the time with Celine, just having a good paycheck. No, time is really important for me. Time with my daughter is really important. I'm so sorry. It is the impact of our job that will allow us to be better in our line of work. But being a VA, it's not the task. It's not just the task that we do. It's how we will be able to help our client or our travel agent to be successful in their business too.